So this is one individual. And Jesus says that this head of the house would know which day his Lord was returning because he was alert. And he would not have allowed his house to be broken into. Verse 44, for this reason you be ready too, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour when you do not think he will. Now we ask this question too, when does most everybody who believes in the return of Christ, when do they believe that that is going to happen?
Well, that's easy. That's after, the time of trouble, the seventh trumpet. What is it, Revelation 11:19, when the ark comes down?
Coming in the clouds. Well, the ark doesn't come down. You need to
Well,
read that again.
you can see the ark.
In the future.
The coming in the clouds, the dead in Christ will be resurrected, and then everybody will go up in the clouds of heaven to meet Jesus in the air, and then they go off to into the heavens for 1,000 years. Some Christians believe that all of the righteous, they don't think they're righteous, but all those who believe in Christ will be raptured out of here before the tribulation.
And as nice as that is to contemplate, that ain't going to happen.
But when is it that people least expect the Master to return?
Now.
Now. As a thief in the night. When they are not expecting him to come. They're busy with their lives, carrying on this and that, and planning for the other, and without a thought that maybe Christ will return. And this breaking into the house. Yeah, I can imagine that Christ comes back to his kingdom, and all of a sudden life just stops as the people turn and they see him standing there, and they think, oh, if I had known you were coming today, I would have baked a cake. What are you doing here now? This is not the time you were supposed to be here. Why, you might not even be Christ. You might be someone coming to deceive me.
The operative thing here is as it was in the days of Noah. Jesus even said, as it was in the days of Noah. Nobody is going to know when the flood, nobody knew when the flood was coming back then, which, by the way, is a totally different concept. Most people believe Noah preached, but he didn't. And it's the same thing at the end of time. They are convinced that everything is just going to go on the same way it's always gone on until he comes in the clouds. And then they'll know.
Dennis, one question that goes along with this. Why is it, what is the reason given by God that Noah was not destroyed in the flood?
The only reason that Noah was not destroyed in the flood was because Noah was the only righteous person on earth.
He was the only righteous person on earth.
Not even his family.
That's why he was saved.
Not even his
That's
family.
why he didn't get, if he was not a righteous person, he would have been destroyed in the flood just like everybody else. And how people think that that has all changed. It has all changed. That God is now coming for all the unrighteous people. When before the flood he destroyed all the unrighteous people and saved the only righteous one. But that now it's all changed and he's coming for all the unrighteous people. And there aren't any righteous people.
And there never will be any righteous
And there never
people.
will be. So he, what is he waiting for? For them to become more unrighteous? I don't know. I don't think so. I think what he's waiting for is this person that he's talking about here to get it figured out, to share it with those who will listen and not think he's a nut, so that when the master comes, he can look at them and nod his head and say, you guys have done all right. I'm happy with what you have done.
Thou good and faithful servant
Enter into the joy
of the Lord, yes.
of the Lord. Who then is the faithful and sensible bondservant?